we're live.
What's up, MPX addicts, and welcome to MPX Rehab. I am the hashtag certified Mark J. Williams, here with my co-host as always,
the voice of the MPX addicts, Kyle Smith.
And last week was thunder. This week is lightning. It is time for our favorite storm.
There's a lot of addicts saying that that's backwards. It's lightning then thunder.
I mean, I when I think thunder and lightning, I think
Thor,
Queen.
Thor, but okay.
Yeah, that too. But
now, Lady Thor.
Hey, yeah, looking forward to that. Weren't we just talking about welcome to MPX Geek Corner?
Yes, true. I love Natalie Portman, so yes, it's gonna be awesome.
No, I'm looking forward to it. Just honestly, but yeah, MPX is Thunder and MPX Lightning 2021 this year. It's a hell of a setup.
Yes,
honestly.
Yeah, everything leading up, which we always have great lead ups to Purple Rain, but it seems like last week and this coming week, it seems to be one of the best build-ups we've had in a long time.
I mean, honestly, we've had build-ups starting since the Texas Rumble, before the Texas Rumble. Honestly, we've got one of the longest-running storylines in MPX, and as far back as I can remember,
which is
the whole Frankie thing.
Yeah, true.
And
I thought you were going to talk about Exodus in the Bag with the Addicts title.
Well,
that too.
Yeah, that as well. Yeah, it's like, this whole thing, the whole setup has just been, it's like, I love continuity. I love long-running storylines, slow burn stuff. Other people kind of want that monthly boom, 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 pass on to the next one. I'm not for that. I love this because it creates a world.
Creates a world, and also it does keep your viewers interested. It keeps the addicts interested. Especially like when we didn't find out right away that it was Casey. Most thought it was Tatum, but some didn't. So some kind of saw right through that.
Tatum.
Yeah, some did. And and then it got revealed, and it was a great reveal, great turn. Casey's knocked it out of the park since going that way.
Oh yeah.
And it's
I will admit I was kind of worried that whether Casey was going to be able to pull off such a dastardly heel kind of thing because he's so new at this, but no, he fell right into it, and it's perfect.
He did. Well, I mean, when you're an asshole in real life, it just...
Hey,
I'm just kidding. I actually love Casey.
Yes, ma'am.
She says you're not petting me.
Got a cat in my lap who is upset that I am not petting her enough.
Yeah, except you're not getting angry texts with pet the cat.
No, I don't have to. She's taking care of it. But yeah, it's like, and the whole with civil disorder and everything like that. Are we, it was like, it's all leading up to, are we going to see civil disorder truly just take over everything at MPX Purple Rain, or are we going to see their downfall? And honestly, I'm kind of hoping we can have a happy medium in there because I like long running stables.
So I'm assuming you're saying gain a title, lose a title?
Maybe, yeah. Yeah, we'll see.
Only addition, sir. There's no subtraction at Purple Rain. I'll say that right now.
Maybe. I mean, that's if they're even watching,
Oh, I know that. Well, one of them's watching. The Rugged always watches because he doesn't like you. He likes me. She says I like the Rugged,
but
she supports the Rugged.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get into the matches themselves because this night started off at MPX's Thunder with Dave Sagan versus Red Chambers, and in my opinion,
fresh off his 1 week suspension for attempted murder.
Well, that too.
Which, okay, let's be honest. If we're ever to commit a crime, let's do it in the MPX ring because their judge and jury, it's pretty light sentences.
Oh, yeah. I was like, what? Seriously, tried to downright cripple the man. But I guess the fact that Tatum's okay, kind of mitigated.
Do we know that? We haven't seen Tatum?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did.
No, we didn't.
But
yeah, he came busting back up in the ring.
Red Chambers had actually just previously wrestled a match.
That was my whole point. Is I hate how. Yeah, I know I'm cutting you off, and I'm sorry, but I hate how we do something so dastardly, yet he's fine. It's only a week suspension. It's like, can we do it a little longer?
Could have waited an extra week, or we'll see. Yeah. I think it actually worked out pretty well. But yeah. Like I said, Red Chambers had already wrestled a match that day.
Yeah.
And apparently one of the best matches on that card. So
seeing the card and the people there, does it really shock you?
I wasn't gonna.
Oh, I will. You know that.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite things.
Yeah.
Because I love promotions. No. It's I love wrestling and I love Texas wrestling. If you're not going to do it right, I am going to shit all over you.
True, very true.
Fuck you, SWE, bringing in talent that's not Texas.
Kayla Danielle says, I want the puppy.
Have the puppy.
No, it's my puppy.
He's our puppy.
But yeah, this match, just honestly, more and more Red Chambers just kind of proves that he is just really good.
The best around.
Yeah, he's striving to be the best there ever was.
Yeah, Red is, like we said, we've seen Red do some incredible things. Again, I keep going back to the match with Silver because it was just, it's a side of Red I don't think anyone knew that was there. And then obviously him and Hardakis, surviving both those and coming away okay and surviving. And then the matches he's put on have been really good, really solid. He truly is one of the better ones to come out of that rookie class. Obviously he wants that Rookie of the Year title. He said it. And who knows? He's definitely at the top.
Oh yeah, no, I'll definitely agree with that. But don't forget, it's like between the ones who had been there for a little bit longer and the ones who hadn't been there, it was really close last year. What really put legs over the top was the fact that he was a prospect champion.
Yep.
So I don't know.
Well, and
Mikey B's really up there.
That and Randy paid off the committee to vote for him.
Well,
so.
I know.
You took a bribe, sir. Lenny told me. Because Lenny's always honest.
No. If there's anybody who paid off the committee, it's larger than life.
I do.
Announcing themselves as the winners.
That's not true at all. They are. They're tag team of the year this year too.
Really?
Yeah.
Tag team of the year this year.
Yeah. They're
you
there.
heard it here, Dimitri. He doesn't think XV's the tag team of the year this year.
Hey, they've only been around for a little bit, okay?
And where has Larger Than Life been this whole time?
Why do you have a mic? People have asked me that. Why do you have a mic?
Because
I'm the producer.
Yeah, should
and
be
I do
in
what
our
I want.
ears, not everyone else. But yeah, taking on Dave, and we've seen Dave kind of run through the rookies, so to speak. And there's no better. I mean, if you look at the rookie matches the rookies have had, it's Kirby and Dave and Silver. It's the pillars. And there's not any better to be in the ring with than the living legend.
I'll be honest. That's really one of the things that sucks about. It's like if we lose Dave anytime soon, it's the fact that it's like he built himself up as one of the pillars of MPX and everything like that, and we're going to be losing him again at some point soon. And
maybe given the match statement.
Yeah,
you never know.
I
mean, it's going to be sad either way. We're going to either lose either way, we're losing one of our two pillars because it's a loser leaves at MPX and Purple Rain, Red Rain. Tatum obviously coming out and making that challenge and that call, and Dave accepting. And it's it's going to be one of those where we either lose a good vet, which it's weird to say Dave's a vet, but he is. I mean, it's also crazy to think that people like Ryan and Tommy are vets too. But right now they are. And then you got Tatum, who's still very young, and it's one of those, if he can't be in MPX anymore, we've seen him start taking bookings elsewhere, and he's going to be in demand huge.
I was I'm pretty sure if he loses that match, if he doesn't come away as the winner, and we lose
pretty young white boy group riots.
I'm pretty sure.
Or do they just bitch online like everyone else?
They'll just gripe online for a little bit and attach themselves to Mikey, and then
they've already attached themselves to Mikey B.
Yeah.
Just wait until next year when someone else comes out and they're pretty young and white.
Yeah. But Dave winning with that Anaconda Vice, that move.
Yeah, I love the Anaconda Vice. It's one of those where granted, I'm a huge CM Punk fan, so when he started doing it, I automatically liked it. But it's also it's a legit move, so it was cool. And to have Dave do it to where he also just sets it up into the Hellsagan and then pulls it in, it's amazing.
It works out really well.
The match with him and Tatum obviously is going to be. It's Purple Rain. Everyone tries to show out on Purple Rain, but that, with the animosity and the history there, and it being Red Rain, which obviously is my favorite thing of Purple Rain, it might still show.
When it comes to intensity of all the announced matches right now, there's only one that can really rival it, and that's because it's been set up since Cold Day in Hell last year, and that's Frankie versus Casey.
Yep.
So
and a Last Man Standing. It's one of those where it's. Yeah, both intense, and both are going to be very violent, hopefully very bloody, especially for Red Rain, because it is called Red Rain.
Yeah.
And it's, again, you added that stipulation of loser leaves MPX, and it's, man, where do we go? And like I said, either way, we lose a great talent, and another promotion or city gains one. So,
So that's gonna be real interesting. Then after that, the next match was one that made me very happy because it was the Iron Belly taking on one of the Chili Boys, Dylan.
Scott, why do you not remember? Why do you not
Because
write these things down?
I did. Well, it got written down, but I was busy filming, so somebody wrote Dylan Smash instead of Dylan Scott.
Dylan Smash is with Main Event or
Mayhem
Main
Mafia.
Event. Yeah, Mayhem Mafia, not Main Event Mafia.
No.
But yes, Mayhem Mafia.
Mayhem Mafia. So,
and I'm pretty sure it's Smash.
I was like, for a moment, I had to like edit it in my brain. It's like, no, that's not right.
Yeah,
I know that's not right.
And again, I have nothing against the Chili Boys. I just do not understand the reaction they're getting here. It's the wrong reaction. Like, I don't. Normally the addicts are, and again, I know it's very hypocritical. Boo! I've always been cheer who you want, boo who you want. But when it's our own, again, it goes back to our own homegrown talent, and we're not supporting them, and we're going.
Sorry for that momentary jostle. The dog got scared as he.
And we're cheering on, pretty much not our own talent. We're cheering out, technically rival talent. It's just, it does bother me. But again, I have nothing against the Chili Boys. From what I've seen, I definitely like Mason Price. Oh, yeah. He's super talented so far that I've seen. Dylan's got good size. I would like to see more of him. And
getting to see Tommy Becker, JP Coolidge was pretty cool.
Hurry up and heal up the Tommy Becker so you and Ryan can, hurt him.
They don't watch this.
Oh, I'll send it to him. Or Jamie will show him, one or the other.
Jamie doesn't watch this either.
Yeah, I know. I miss Jamie. I miss his notes.
Yeah.
But no, having JP Coolidge out there too, it's now to my knowledge, we've seen every member of Chili Boys. We have not seen them all together, but we have seen all 5.
Well, Corey had taken a bit of an injury earlier in the day.
Right.
And
CJ's on hiatus.
Yeah, we haven't seen CJ in forever, so, I don't know.
One of the best Addicts titles next to, Exodus.
It's like, honestly, people keep saying, it's like, I want a Menage a Trois reunion, but I think with the Chili Boys, it's like, we've got pretty much the same thing.
I was going to say,
it might be the great value brand, but still.
See, and I hate that. I hate that people are like, oh, it's just like Menage. No, they're not. They are very different. Are there similarities? Sure.
Yeah, there's enough similarities that you can draw a line between the two, but not. It's Menage a Trois without the sexuality.
Which you give CJ a live mic, there's going to be sexuality.
It's going to be there regardless. It's CJ.
No, again, I liked them, and then obviously this didn't. And I also like how Dylan finally did his homework. He did not punch the belly right off.
Nope, he went for the head first, and then he tried to go for the belly, and that didn't work out for him.
Which,
to the point that
we should have really gotten an Avengers. You should have gone for the head moment there.
But it led to kind of an Avengers Assemble moment because
God damn it,
you put the lead in. But the Chili Boys trying to come at him from all sides, but the pub crawlers came in to help their drinking buddy, new drinking buddy.
Yeah, the Iron Pub bellies, whatever we're going with.
Hammered.
Iron Crawlers.
I liked Hammered.
Yeah, it just didn't combine the pub crawler's name already, though.
Yeah.
So, and I don't. Should we really say they're hammered when they go in the ring? That's dangerous, sir.
Oh, come on.
It's no longer 1994 with the Sandman.
I mean, Iron Belly does have Thud, so
Thud is not legal. Thud should never be allowed in the ring.
Well,
he shouldn't be allowed in the building.
Thud was allowed in the ring because the Chili Boys were trying to, cheat themselves. So, what?
To be fair, he did destroy their White Claw. White Claws are sacred to them.
To them.
White Claws are trash.
We all agree, but to them, it is sacred.
But,
it would be like someone taking Thud and breaking it. It's sacred to Iron Belly. You don't do that.
No.
So.
Okay. But,
Simi says,
honestly,
yay, all the pets.
This match was... I was so excited to see this match because...
of course you were.
It's one of those... Well, okay, the Pub Crawlers are one of those teams that I'm like, Iron Belly would fit right in.
So does he replace Kirby as their trio?
Honestly, add Kirby to it, and you get like the bar rats or something like that.
You have got to stop saying rats. It gets you in trouble. God damn.
Tommy Dean says, "Sup."
Tommy, hey.
We haven't got to talk about
Yeah,
you
we haven't
yet.
we haven't gotten to this part yet, but we will. We will. Oh, we will. But yeah, with the pub crawlers coming out, pub crawlers and Iron Belly coming out with a win on this one, that is like me. Of course, it made me happy because Iron Belly got a victory, even though it's not a complete victory because he didn't get the pin, but he did get spot of the night. Holy crap!
Mason went flying, and I think that's one reason why I immediately gravitated to Mason Prices. Dude can sell and bump, and it's awesome.
Oh, no,
So-
please don't kill me. Please don't kill me.
Well, Rocky's too close, and he does not care.
No, he doesn't.
Nope.
Can I help you, sir?
But yeah, no, Mason Price absolutely made Iron Belly look what Iron Belly should look like, and that's a
Super strong.
dangerous, strong man.
Yeah.
So it was a great job on them. Like I said, I like the Chili Boys. I want to see them more around. I don't understand the addicts' reactions. Again, I have a very
considering which addicts it
love-hate
was.
with the addicts. So
Well, there at least was a chant of White Claw sucks.
yeah, only because I started it.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
okay, we started it,
started
but still,
it.
let me take credit. Damn it,
We started the fire.
But
the roof
yeah,
is on.
I liked this match. I hope to see more of its kind. I'm not saying that MPX should have trios. Can you imagine the heart attack management would have?
Oh, yeah.
If we sort of
Jesus.
like, oh yeah, we need a trios.
Just
league.
wait till we talk about Purple Rain. I'm sure we're going to hear all about that.
Oh yeah. Are there enough
Are you
tag
happy?
teams in there?
Are you
for
happy? Yes, I'm happy. Damn it!
But
No, there
then,
needs to be one more.
But then after that, we got a continuation.
4 more,
of
and we have a
the
tournament.
MPX Prospect Championship tournament as Block A got, or Block B finally got fully decided.
Yep.
With Ian Reed taking on the Mad Prince, and damn,
Another
Oh,
great match. Great to see Ian back.
trying to kill themselves.
A very, very, very different Ian than the last
Mm-hmm.
time the Addicts saw him. Which, I mean, we saw him a little bit at Aztec Warfare from when he was not the brand ambassador.
Mm-hmm.
But let's be honest, most people still remember him as the brand ambassador. And it's very different. It is obviously a very strong style he's gone with.
Mm-hmm.
He obviously is 50 cal trained.
I was gonna say, like, considering who's trained him, and it's not just a T-shirt for him.
Right. No, which I have that T-shirt, so I'm 50 cal trained too.
Sure.
But no, it's that mentorship that he got with Barrett you can tell it's helped him physically, emotionally, mentally. Like Ian's all in. Ian's all there. Ian is going to go places. I really do believe that. He's got the talents. I still think he needs a little character work, and it's one of those where it's like
It's
right now, obviously, he's him. There is no real character to go off of.
Yeah, it's the whole thing of him turned up to 11.
Right.
And honestly, it's one of those things. I think this is one of the first times he's debuted as this character.
Right.
So therefore, he is
Still learning
It's a
it.
work in progress.
Yeah. Exactly, and that's fine. And then
It's like if you're not going with a cartoon character
Right.
along the lines of Mikey B, Iron Belly, Mr. Legs, etc., it's really hard to work out the minutia,
Right.
that make your character what
Exactly.
you want it to be.
So yeah, I think, like I said, I think he'll get there once he figures out what he is. In ring wise, it was amazing. It was a lot stiffer looking than I thought it would be. Which we've said before, it shouldn't surprise us that Tommy is that, or the Mad Prince is that way, but he is. And every time he does stuff like this, it reminds me, oh yeah, don't fuck with Mad Prince. He's actually a hard ass.
Yeah.
And Ian's the same way. Ian is, they both are kind of bad motherfuckers when they're in there.
Hey, the Mad Prince deals with, sharp and dangerous implements on his day job. So,
Yeah, and then so this match was great, and I love how the way it ended with Mad Prince obviously being injured in order to continue, because now we're getting, which he already kind of was, but we're getting even more of an underdog story with Mad Prince. So for Ian to keep working that knee, and that was the other thing I liked about Ian, was that is also part of the character it looks like he's going with, is the not necessarily a submission specialist, but he's gonna target a limb and he's gonna go after it, and he's not gonna stop.
He's kind of becoming more of a hitman.
Yes. So it was great. I would love to see Ian back more. And that's not just because he is our friend, but because he is talented.
Oh yeah.
And like I said, the training he's gotten, you can tell, it's night and day from what he was the last time we saw him.
When I'll admit, when I first saw him, I really didn't think much of his, in-ring talent and everything like that. And I say this, have an absolute love for the guy, obviously.
Right. And I'm sure y'all have talked about this
Yeah,
before anyways.
But it's like the fact that it's like he has gotten a whole lot better. And once he cut off some dead weight, and we saw him that first time at Lucha Brutal, where he was right then, it was already night and day from when I'd first seen him to then. And
it's not called the Anaconda Vice, sir.
no, it's the Sagan Station.
Yeah,
okay.
you messed up.
I messed up.
Yep. How dare you not do your research and know that? But yeah, having Ian, like I said,
10-1, he came up with that like 5 minutes ago.
10-1, he came up with that when he thought of the whole fucking character. We know who we're talking about.
Yeah, it's a 50-50 shot behind where it goes.
This is Dave we're talking about.
Yes. Of course, it's Dave.
Yeah. Oh.
Ouch, Patrick.
You've got to stop that.
Sometimes I'm glad he doesn't have a mic. Other times I wish he did.
But now, like we said,
we have a fourth hookup there.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's gonna tell him himself.
Yeah.
But no, going back to Ian, it's one of those where when he finally, like you said, dropped the dead weight, but when he finally, I think also got the style he wanted to go with.
Yeah.
Because originally there was that time, and he still may want to do a little bit of it, but there was that one time where he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna be a deathmatch guy," and now he's.
I think he'd still kick.
Oh, I'm sure he still would, but like I said, now it's more of a almost a pure wrestling approach to it. It's almost a very strong style Japan. Like you can tell what he likes to watch and what he wants to emulate.
No, you can tell from his demeanor and everything. It's like I'm pretty sure he's also said as much in his posts and everything like that.
Oh, he will be a New Japan. If
Japan
that's
is his target.
Yeah,
he's along the lines of Barrett, in which it's not AEW or WWE's going for. It's
okay.
It's
She just joined.
It's Japan.
Yeah. So it's going to be great, and I do see a bright future for him as long as he wants it and continues at it and still works hard. Because from what we've seen, his training and his clips, he's one of the hardest people working. That just hasn't got the people eyes on him yet to get bookings everywhere, but it's going to come soon, probably.
You know what? He's working Lucha Brutal on the 28th, and I think especially if he if he can get more places and work more places, he's going to explode.
Well, and it's also, if you think about how young his career is, he was in the ring with Brian Cage when he was 4 or 5 months in the business,
something like that.
I mean, it's just crazy how much experience he has in a little time. And same with Matt Prince. Matt Prince is one of those where I don't think when we saw the boys debut, we did not expect, one, the reaction they got, and then two, how talented they were, really, honestly.
Yeah.
I had heard of them. I had seen clips, but having them in there as a team and then have them split and see the difference. I had a bit of confidence
knowing who their trainer is.
Yeah.
And given that they have a dedicated trainer as compared to being just students in school.
Right.
I had a lot of confidence in that, but the level of talent and skill that they have, it was just astounding.
And the thing with both these men, and you can tell in their posts and when you talk to them individually, is the passion. When they're passionate, same with guys like Tatum and Red, when you actually hear the passion they have for wrestling and then you see it translate in the ring, there's nothing better than that as far as a fan knowing that the people in there actually love and respect and take care of the business the way it should be taken care of.
Yeah.
Those are things like when we lose guys like Dexter, who loves and has a passion for wrestling, and you're like, man, how can you replace someone? And then you see young guys like this that have that exact same drive and that exact same passion. It does kind of warm your heart. Same with when we lost Baby D. Losing Baby D, especially in MPX.
Oh God, yeah.
Because she was our women wrestler, even though she wasn't wrestling women per se, because there's not a lot around the area. She could go out there and kick the men's ass. And I've said time and time again, Baby D would kick my ass. Like her chops, I put against anyone, man
yeah.
or woman.
No, she's on record. There are people on record as saying she hurts more than just about anybody. Except for maybe Thunder Rosa.
I was gonna say they're the hardest choppers I've ever seen. They're all women. It is Baby D, Thunder Rosa, and Lacey Ryan, who is now Zoe Stark in NXT.
Yeah,
those three women to me are like, I'll put them up there against Walter, against Jackson, against all the supposed hardest choppers in the business. Because every time they did it, it looked like it literally took the air out of the person they were giving it to.
Yeah.
And I'm sure most of the men that have taken them will agree, be like, oh, yeah, no, they suck. I don't ever want to do that again.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, so Mad Prince coming away with the win on this. He advances to take on Kari Wright next week. And with that injured knee, I'm interested to see what's going to happen with that.
Yep, because like I said, I love that storyline. It's it's very reminiscent of Bret Hart's King of the Ring, where he's injured and it's the underdog and he's trying to win and continue on. And I hope we continue that all the way with against Kari. I hope Kari targets the knee and then say Mad Prince does win.
Then there's the fact that,
final, he still has an injured knee. That's, I think, would make for a great story and a great outcome if what I think is going to happen, which, we won't spoil. I feel
we don't actually
that would
know.
We don't. We speculate.
We see it.
And if it happens the way I think it's going to happen, I think it's a great story and it'll make for an even bigger story down the road.
Yeah. And honestly, of course, like next week, it's the fact that, Kari's a member of Civil Disorder. Where there's one, there's more.
You say that. We don't know for sure. I mean, they are in the building. We know that, but
I was going to say, it's like the only one I didn't see announced directly was Brixton. So
he's got to rest up for his big title match.
Yeah, well,
he's
looking forward to that too. But then after that, Jason Silver basically was not happy with the fact that everybody's concentrating on Parabellum versus XP versus Best Picture for the tag team titles. And he's like, why is there a tag team title picture at all without Jason Silver
and rightfully so. And I mean, Bane and Silver have actually had tag matches in MPX and have won tag matches in MPX, unlike Parabellum. And it's not everyone knows I love both guys in Parabellum, but it's one of those things where they're not proven in MPX. I mean, so it's one of those where like, why do they get to jump to the front of the line?
We'll see.
I understand Wes is a former MPX champion.
I'm guessing
Tommy is not a former champion.
I'm guessing it's that clout that they're riding on.
Yeah.
When that,
of
course, he's just going around making his own matches.
Exactly. You come out and you just say you want a match and you get it.
Which has never been done before at MPX. Never.
According to Kirby's promo, no, it hadn't.
No. He said he's not one of those guys who does that. I just love that. It's like he's looking at me, and I'm sitting here like, "Why are you looking at me? I was defending. I was defending it. You was the one that said it.
Remember, everyone yells at you, not me.
That is true, but still, you're the one who said it.
But no, I love how Silver's promo is the only one that kind of made sense to be upside down.
Yeah,
because it's Silver and he's a vampire, so it makes sense.
And
I love how that was universal. Like everyone was upside down that night because there was an issue, but no one questioned why Silver's was upside down. In fact, most of the comments were, "Oh, well, that makes sense."
Yeah.
Like it's just crazy.
It's like, well, he's hanging from the ceiling. Oh man, he's gonna break the ceiling again. Oh yeah, like that's anything new for Jason Silver,
right?
But no, it's like honestly, if you know anything about what happened backstage at MPX, that was a comedy of errors. But it just proves that everything can go wrong, and MPX will still put on one of the best damn shows. So
I mean, we can laugh about it. I know certain people that were not happy about it.
No, not happy.
It's not full comedy to some people.
I wasn't saying comedy in so much as, oh, haha, it's funny, laugh at it. It's just, shit happening.
I mean, again, like I said, yeah, it happens, whatever. Okay, so we have one snafu out of the how many weeks that we don't?
Yeah.
Like, it's fine.
But it's the whole thing of when it rains, it pours, and it's purple rain, so
exactly. That's what it is.
Yeah. But, so Jason Silver got a match against Chip Mandalay, who is making his singles debut. High stakes Chip Mandalay.
See, you don't give anybody their moniker. The Immortal Jason Silver.
That's
Why do you not
okay.
do this?
That's my ADHD, man. I just brain glitch. If I don't have it written down, I read what's written down.
So now I got to remind you to write those down.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie about that.
we saw Chip at Aztec Warfare. Again, it's hard to judge in Aztec Warfare because it's Battle Royal.
Yeah.
He seemed okay. Seeing him in a singles competition was amazing.
Yeah.
I love how
stiff as hell.
I was gonna say, how'd you know where I was going? I love how we
my
don't
one note for the match.
how we don't have AP strikes. How we have graduated and actually learned what to do. It's amazing. And yes, people.
I love how
I'm shitting on someone.
That whole time during that match, you're sitting here going, "It's like, oh, where are the AP strikes? Where are the AP strikes?" And I'm just like, don't forget he's been training at MPX.
And it's one of those where I feel confident when Silver's in there with him because Silver is that mindset of you're gonna fucking hit me or I'm going to murder you and make you hit me. Which is why I love when new talent comes in to fight someone like Silver. And again, like I said, one of the I think stiffest times I've ever seen a match at MPX, which there's a lot more, but the one that sticks out is Sagan and Silver.
Yeah.
Every time they were in together, it looks like they legitimately hate each other. And we're trying to murder and kill each other. So
I mean, they
great.
probably were.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows? But it looked good.
Yeah.
And same with this. Chip and Silver looked great.
Yeah.
It's one of those where, like I said, Silver's that pillar. Silver is that guy. He's our Sean Waltman. You give him the talent to see if they can actually hang in MPX or not. And I think Chip can.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Hopefully we get him back again. But yeah, Silver definitely was out there to prove a point. Silver was out there to prove that him and Bane, the Immortal Savages, should also be in line for a tag title shot. And, well, spoiler, they are.
Yeah. Oh, and you're supporting Immortal Savages, right? You know, it's like completely behind them. I mean, Jason seems to adore you.
Well, why wouldn't he?
Yeah. So, you know, you're
again,
totally.
I was baptized by blood. Were you baptized by blood?
No. So you're completely on his side.
I like most of those teams.
Uh-huh.
I like
who he's rooting
I like
for.
most of the guys.
Yeah. But Jason coming away with the win on that one. And then after that, Mikey B was looking to get ready for his prospect tournament match for next week. And so therefore he decided he was going to take on, who better to take on than the man who trained him himself.
His partner, his friend, his buddy, his new wrestling dad.
I was going to say, his wrestling dad, Stephen Kirby.
Which, it's always kind of crazy to realize how many kids Kirby actually has.
Yeah.
I mean,
family man.
Ryan's probably his favorite, though. It's the one that calls him dad the most. That's got to be his favorite.
The one that keeps calling him dad.
But no, it's one of those where I was a little confused by it. Not the fact that, obviously he needs a match and we'll give him Kirby. They've built it up so much that to me, Mikey and Kirby were kind of a tag team. Yeah. And for it to, to get that friendly competition and sportsmanship, okay, cool. And it's also just, I don't know. Yeah, you've got a title match. Why take the night off? Yeah. Like it's just it was kind of left field to me, but again, it was a great match. Mm-hmm. And it obviously proved a point to what was happening later.
Oh yeah, it's like Mikey B. I can't remember.
He won.
This one. Yeah. Mikey B won this one.
Yeah, Mikey B won. Okay. Oh my gosh.
It was what happened after the match that made me, had my attention the most.
What should make you remember that he won because Kirby even said, "I'm on a losing streak."
Yeah. Well, yeah, he did point that out. And honestly, if history is anything to go by, then we know how this is going to end.
Maybe.
But Stephen Kirby, saying, "Yeah, when was the last time I won a match here at MPX?" And he wants that. He wants to get the Addicts Championship out of the bag. Yep. And so, he very pointedly made sure we knew that he's not just calling his own match here.
So that means I never get to fight Exodus for the Exodus title? No. Addicts title? It should be called the Exodus title, let's be honest. From now on, it is the Prime title. We'll just call it that. It's no longer the Addicts, it's the Prime title.
But he basically laid a challenge out to Exodus Prime of, give me the worst, the nastiest, the absolute... hell that you can come up with for next week. And if I win, it'll be you and me at Purple Rain for the Addicts Championship.
Which, I mean, that's opening a huge door for Exodus to find.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, if obviously Kirby's not worried, but if it was me, I'm terrified because who knows who Exodus knows or who Exodus will pay to bring in. It's crazy.
I mean, honestly, there are people out there who I'm pretty sure would love to get some revenge on Kirby for things he's done in the past. There are people out there who
think we can coax Dexter out for a little bit. One more run.
One more.
One more match.
One more between those two. That would be fantastic. Yeah. No, I was,
plus Exodus wouldn't go for that either.
No, not after not after his match with Dex. No, but yeah, it's like I'm interested to see who we're gonna have take up this hit.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. And again, like you said, it's huge implications. If Kirby wins, and we'll talk about it more, he gets the title match at Purple Rain against Exodus to try to be the hero of MPX and unveil the Prime title. So. You know.
Addicts
I'm good.
title.
It's the Prime title.
Addicts title.
No, Prime.
Addicts.
Until it's out of that bag. Right now, it's the Prime title.
It's the Prime bag.
Sir.
But it's the Addicts title.
And you wonder why people like me more than you. Civil Disorder loves me.
Well, that's because you're an ass kisser, so.
That's not true at all.
But,
that's not true. Watch. Fuck you, Tommy Dean. Kiss his ass.
I'm talking for Civil Disorder. You kissed their ass.
That's not true. I just like Rugged.
Uh-huh.
And Brixton.
Uh-huh.
And Exodus.
Uh-huh.
That's it. No, I like Kari.
It's like, okay, I guess we know who he thinks the coattail rider is.
Well, I mean, Exodus did drag him over.
I mean, yeah.
Gabe was established.
Yeah. But after that, we got Michael Schaefer basically being the
leading man.
Yeah.
Michael Schaefer. I always got to do this for you.
Wrong show. Wrong show.
No, remember the other show. I'm not allowed to talk about Schaefer.
But yeah, Michael Schaefer taking on the debuting Vinny Pacifico.
Yes, which love seeing him live. Shorter than I thought.
Yeah.
I think that was a lot of people's reaction, which nothing wrong, obviously. I mean, look at people like Prince Adam. They're amazing. Height has nothing to do with it. Just on film and all the highlights I saw, he looks
much bigger.
big.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was great to see him live. And him and Schaefer put on a great match. And this is another one that I like when Schaefer gets these opportunities because you actually get to see how talented this man is.
Mm-hmm.
You get to see how talented this big guy can move.
Yeah.
And he can go in there with some of the best. And it's one of those where I've always said the booking of Schaefer and MPX is so weird to me because he is a monster for all intents and purposes. And then something will happen and he's like just made to look not like a monster.
Yeah.
And
he gets the Bray Wyatt booking sometimes.
Yeah. Exactly. Which we want Wyatt.
Yeah.
If MPX could pull that off.
Oh man. I can get that dream match.
Can we start a GoFundMe for that?
The Fiend versus Malaco. Or The Fiend versus Matthew Pullman.
Okay.
Monster Hunter.
Yeah. But again, I don't know. I kind of just want Bray Wyatt to be Bray Wyatt. I
True.
miss the swamp preacher type.
Yeah,
that was great.
I heard one person say that they wanted him to go and take over the Dark Order in AEW.
I'm almost... let's be honest. That's kind of what they have to do, is it not?
I think
one, it fits for Brody Lee and everything like that, the brotherhood they had. And then two, there's not a better person out there that can take that type of leadership cult character.
He would be
that
a great,
Brody Lee was doing as the exalted one.
Yeah.
Than Bray Wyatt. I think it would be great.
And you know that he would be doing it just complete with honor to Brody.
Oh, of course. And given...
He might even be able to convince Rowan.
Well,
or what?
Yeah,
sorry,
Redbeard. Which I've never been a fan of Redbeard, so like I saw someone.
I was gonna say, he's like that was a name I went by in.
Well, someone posted, they're like, "Oh, all four are gone. It's so sad." I'm like, it's sad that two of them are gone. I never was a fan of Braun. Never was a fan of Rowan. I loved Brody Lee from the Independents. Luke Harper, I thought was not used properly, obviously, and same with Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt was used properly, just the way he was booked and ended up going was not right. But anyways, we're way off sidetrack here. Yeah. Schaefer and Vinny Pacifico, again, Schaefer being one of the most athletic, one of the best big men we have in MPX. I mean, now that, Brent has retired, we have pretty much Schaefer and Remedy. those are the, you know,
Sorry.
those
Angry
are
cat.
to me, those are the two best big men we have in NPX. And I know people will sit there and be like, you know, what about Kirby? What about Sky? And while yes, they are big men, that's
We're
not what I
talking
think
Haas
of.
fighters.
I mean, and Kirby can fall into that line of a
Mhm.
Haas fighter and a big guy wrestler, and Kirby is good. Do not get me wrong,
Mhm.
but the presence that Schaefer and Remedy have when they come out, and the presence they put around there, because it's. I'm going to try to tiptoe around this because I know Schaefer will be mad if I say it, but Schaefer's already mad at me anyways. Schaefer's not that tall.
Yeah.
But he makes himself look huge,
Mhm.
and he carries himself like he is 8 foot tall.
Yeah.
And that's
which the leading man gimmick has made it even better for him, because
which is impressive for him to do that. Who is not that tall? I mean, every time I stand next to him, I'm like, oh, you're not that tall. Like I forget sometimes.
Mhm.
But he makes, like, when I'm sitting there watching him, yeah, I feel like he's 7 foot, 8 foot tall.
Mhm.
Brent McKenzie was the same way. Brent was also not that tall.
Yeah.
But he carried himself like he was. And when you stood next to him, you're like, oh, you're not that tall. That's weird.
That's pure presence right there.
And that's, that's something I think Remedy and Schaefer do so well, is the presence they have when they're in that ring is amazing.
But of course, speaking of presence, there was also a presence at the ring side and everything during the whole match as well. Jason Silver out there watching and, kind of calculating.
Yeah, and let's be honest, like we said, until the announcement later on,
Mhm.
Silver did have a big gripe, and rightfully so.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got, again, Tommy Dean coming out, who has not competed with his partner in MPX, saying he wants a tag title shot. All because he feels he deserves a spot at Purple Rain.
Mhm.
Which, does he deserve Purple Rain? Sure he does. He's had great matches. He's, the 1B most athletic man we have in NPX.
Mhm.
It's now 1A. The Tommy Becker's 1A. Tommy Dean's 1B. Casey Clay's 1C. Those three men are definitely always the most athletic men.
No.
And someone called me that.
Casey Clay is 1FC or 1FB.
They're like, you say they're the most. I was like, well, those three are.
Yeah.
Like, they're 1A, 1B, and 1C. You can't deny that.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone in that ring is athletic to a degree, but those three men are by far some of the most athletic. But yeah, Jason Silver had a right to be mad and upset. So I fully.
Well, all he has
him.
to do is go and threaten MPX management, and he'll get that tag team title match.
Yeah, or just come out and say it.
Yeah.
Which I mean, let's be honest. Like, next to XV, if Silver threatens, he's got Bane behind him.
True.
That's scary.
Yeah.
So
No,
I'm
that's
pretty
kinda
sure
terrifying.
that's might be why we have this match later down the road. Is MPX management is literally scared of every team except for Best Picture.
Yeah.
Because they are not intimidating.
Tommy Dean says, correction, I've had the best matches.
It's debatable. I mean, is it
Is it a
sorry, true statement that
Tommy
you
Dean
can?
versus Exodus Prime is a candidate for match of the year.
Tommy Dean and Casey Clay 2.
That one too.
That's, to me, that's so far as match, which granted we'll go through all that later, but right now that's there. Yes, he has had some good matches, but again, to me, and it's just my stupid logic in wrestling, him and Wes have not competed in MPX, therefore they should not get a tag title shot.
How dare you bring logic into this?
I know. Logic
But
doesn't belong in
then
wrestling.
We also have the main event, which was an 8-man tag team match of Civil Disorder versus Jackson, Excessive Violence, and Tommy. And
Dean. Tommy Dean.
I thought you said the for a moment. Like
No. Which when the Tommy Bear comes back, we got to do something for Tommy Dean. Like, we can't have two Tommies. That's we've already got that solution with Mad Prince and Tommy Dean. So then when the Tommy Becker comes back, Tommy Dean's got, I guess he's Dean.
Well, honestly, Tommy Becker's already got a perfect setup. You love the Becker, so you just can be the Becker.
Sir, no.
Yeah.
He should not lose Tommy.
But
Dean's an outsider. He loses it.
but yeah, it's like honestly, we had seen the lead up on all of that with the back and forth between Tommy Dean and Dmitry Alexandrov.
It's very personal.
Oh yeah,
Very, very.
It got very
personal.
personal.
And Jackson made a point to say, "Look, let's stop calling each other bitch." So Jackson doesn't like the word bitch.
He wanted like let's calm down, Wusa. You know, it's like he even did the Wusa with the beards,
which I think is the funniest, craziest thing is this whole match is Sky starts because he's the calmest. What the fuck world are we in? That Sky de la Cremosa is the calmest person.
When he is the voice of reason, things have
we're
gone
all
off the
fucked.
rails. Yeah.
The world is ending. Hell is frozen over. Like, Jesus.
What?
He's agreeing. Sky being calm is not right. Even the cat knows.
She's already psycho herself.
So
Tommy
Sky-
Dean says, "Did Dave and Tatum before they get before they got their shot? Not that I recall."
But that's Dave Sagan. That was the living legend. That is a man who has held and done everything in NPX. Former tag champion, former Addicts champion, former prospect, former MPX champion, former Rumble winner.
Former
He's
MPX
done
champion
all this
making
stuff.
a challenge or being part
West
of a
did
challenge.
not make the challenge. West did not answer the challenge.
You know, it's gonna be so funny to see how mad you get when Wes is out there like, oh yeah, no, I'm definitely a part of this. I'm all for this. We're gonna take those titles.
Then I'll be like, fine, fuck it, go Parabellum, Jesus. Like I just,
Oh, poor Dimitri.
everyone knows who I'm aligned with. Not fair that everyone knows who I'm aligned with, but they all know. Just like everyone knows who you're aligned with.
Yeah. I've never made a secret of it. I love Tommy Dean, Wes,
So do I.
Wes, Dimitri, Sky. You know,
I love all those guys.
I'm terrified
except
of
for Best
Jason
Picture.
and Bane. But
I'm not terrified of Jason. Bane's a little scary. Still a handsome man, but he scares me.
it's like, yeah, no, I support, you know, one of my oldest friends in the wrestling world and everything like that, you know.
The weird relationship you have with Schaefer.
Yeah. I won't deny that that's a weird.
I'm not allowed to run the Sebastian jokes in the ground, so I'll just go with Schaefer now.
Tommy Dean says he may not have answered the challenge, but he answered my call.
Well, we don't know that. We're just taking your word on it, sir.
I love how far he reaches. He's going to throw his back up, trying to twist around so much.
I was in debate, and I was a president of JSA, so trust me, I almost thought about being a politician at one point. I can go with this. Why do you think I'm so good on the fly, on mainline and shit? Until I realized, I have a live mic. Fuck, shouldn't have said that.
And that's why you wouldn't be a great politician, because
No, I really wouldn't.
you'd say the wrong thing at the
Well,
wrong
yeah, because they
time.
would say something like, I would fucking listen to Terry, but like, shut the fuck. Oh shit, I have a mic on.
Whenever he's not answering questions, shut his mic off.
Yeah, exactly.
But you're loud enough, you'd be able to hear.
Oh yeah, you
anyway.
would just hear very in the background. Shut the fuck up.
But
yeah.
this match was.
It was great because you had obviously the infighting with. I mean, technically it is XV versus Tommy, but yeah, Sky was the one trying to bridge. And again, it's weird that Sky was the calm one, but he's the one trying to sit there and say, "Hey, look, we have to work as a team to beat them. Then we can deal with our situation later."
Yeah.
Because in the end, it was all, and that was something I thought was great for Dimitri and Sky to point out is, look, this is really for Jackson. Jackson's got the match against Brixton. That's what we need to focus on. We need to help Jackson in order to help him, you know, catch glory at Purple Rain.
Yeah.
And Tommy was kind of out there for himself. A little bit. You saw the blind tags whenever Dimitri had his back turned. Tommy always wanted the spotlight. And you saw Dimitri and Sky on the outside trying to get the X to chant for Tommy.
I mean, it's like, I know
like they tried their best.
Honestly,
to
it makes
work.
perfect sense. He turned to the dark side so he could fight against the people he wanted to prove himself against the most. I mean, that's always what happened. If you
saying-
look at the symbol on his trunks, it makes perfect sense.
You're saying that he turned to Satan?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Self-proclaimed Satan, I'm sorry. I forgot. He's not really Satan. He's self-proclaimed.
Yeah, get the moniker right. Jeez.
He is the devil of MPX. But, yeah, Oh,
She
hush.
says don't move. Damn.
Ah, sorry, my ankle was going out.
She says,
But,
then you let it fall off.
But yeah, it's like, and
Is
honestly,
pussy always angry at you
it
like
was.
that? That's where you were going, wasn't it? Never mind.
Excuse me.
Just saying.
Thank you,
But,
honey.
Is this why I don't get a live mic?
Yes, this is exactly why.
I would love to see your campaign manager if you ever did go into politics. They would have started out with a full head of hair, but pulled it all out by the time the running is done.
All right. So where were
But
we?
yeah, we were talking about the match, Civil Disorder winning over Jackson's team because, well, unfortunately, things fell apart between Excessive Violence and Tommy Dean. And poor Jackson was left all alone in the ring and got savaged.
Yeah. Obviously, Civil Disorder had a game plan going in. They knew the infighting, and they took advantage of it. And
They were also in
what
lockstep.
what
it's
a
like
good, well-oiled team looks like.
I mean, it's like Exodus Prime is a great leader of this team, and he led his team right into victory.
There's no leader in Civil Disorder.
Oh, please!
There isn't.
I mean, you see it.
Sir, they are all for one. They are the core. They're all individual leaders.
Yes.
They work as one.
The core, yes, definitely. There's no leader until
There isn't.
the leader steps forward. Yeah, but
I do not see a leader.
they are. They proved they are a dominant tag team because they basically just even XV wasn't willing to just hop back into the ring to clear them out.
Well, they didn't hop back in because they were too busy trying to get at Tommy.
He walked off.
Yeah. It is going to be interesting at Purple Rain to finally see all this blow up. And we'll get a little preview of it next week.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know how much of a preview we're going to get because we're going to. It's like we're getting certain tag teams rather than.
Well, yeah, we're getting at least some tag teams. Which, come on, let's be honest. You don't think the other tag teams aren't going to be there, sir?
I'm pretty sure at least one of them will. Yeah, we're going to see some kind of presence from one of them at least.
Yeah, definitely.
But that leads us to MPX Lightning, which is going to be with just what's announced. It's going to be pretty intense because we've got 2 matches that are leading into the.
Yeah, sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. Thunder is first, then lightning, because you hear the thunder, you count till you see the lightning, and that's how far away it is.
It's the other way around.
Is it?
Is it?
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Then y'all are wrong. It should be lightning first, then thunder.
Yeah. But no,
So
my
MPX
entire thing is Queen lyrics. That's it. That's the only reason I think Thunder and Lightning.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. What he said. Yeah.
Light travels faster than sound.
Yeah. But yeah, we're going to be seeing.
Next year, they're going to do Thunder Lightning just to piss everyone off again.
Michael
would not put
Schaefer
it
versus
past them.
Sky de Lacrimosa.
Yep.
And then we're also going to see, converse of that, we're going to see Sebastian Envy versus Dmitry Alexandrov. Both of these matches are going to be pretty hard hitting.
They are. Definitely looking forward to both of them because obviously they're going to be great singles matches. And I'm also looking forward to because again, it is going to have I think implications to what happens and the all-out brawls we're going to see at Purple Rain. So
Yep. And this time we're not going to hype ourselves up too much over the quality of these matches because we got to save something for Purple Rain.
well, that's only because Dave's not in it. If Dave was in it, it better be a 5-star match. Damn it.
Yeah, it has to be 5-star match. That's 5.5 stars. Dave Meltzer better be drooling. No, I don't
Oh no, we're
care about
not.
his opinion.
We're not in Japan, so it doesn't count.
But both of these matches I'm looking forward to.
Now, if we change it to the MPX Tokyo Dome, then it's automatically gained 3 stars. So
it's like, I'll admit, part of me kind of wanted to see Schaefer versus Dimitri because that had history, which I loved about the XV versus Best Picture match.
right, which again, like I agree, it has the history, but it's one of those where I'm glad it's not because we have seen that. It's the same with now. Granted, it'd be a great match. It's the same with when Casey and Tommy happened. We had just seen it, so I was like, I don't want to see it again. But then it happened. I'm like, okay, this is amazing. I don't mind seeing them fight 2,000 times. I don't want to see it back to back to back.
Yeah.
I think we've seen Dimitri and Schaefer enough to where I'm like, okay, you know what? I would like to see the end. I would like to see Dimitri and Envy and Sky and Schaefer.
But yeah, Sky versus Schaefer. That's gonna be interesting.
And I'm trying to remember back. I'm pretty sure we've seen Sky hit Death by Stereo on Schaefer. So yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
yeah. So it's can be done, and it's gonna be a great big man match.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be awesome.
And then Envy versus Dimitri. It's gonna be the woodland creature versus the tree.
Yeah, Dimitri is going to, obviously tower over Envy.
Mm-hmm.
But as we've learned with Envy, that doesn't not mean
matter.
shit.
Yeah.
He will chop you down.
So it's like it's going to be real interesting to see how that match goes. And it's like, unfortunately, it's not going to be like we joked about the 5-star match that I would love to see these two have in singles competition, but it's still going to be a good match.
It is, and I mean every match, and let's be honest, most matches at MPX are very solid, and with the exception of the one that you don't want to name, we really haven't had a bad match at MPX, at least in my recollection right now, and in my opinion, we haven't really had a bad match at MPX.
Yeah.
Even when we got chewed out for overhyping Steak and Envy, it was not a bad match.
No, it was a good match. It was just it was my own fault on my end.
And it was I'll put the blame on Envy a little bit too, because Envy himself had said how much he was looking forward to that match because he felt the last time they did fight, he wasn't as good as he is now. He felt that they could really make magic. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's a good point. That should be a good match.
Yeah.
So that blame's a little on him too. But yeah, we obviously overhype things ourselves anyways, especially when it's some of our favorites. Like, I'll be honest, out of the 2 matches we've named already, yeah, I'm very looking forward to Sky and Schaefer. Because that is, again, 2 of my favorite competitors going at it. So, yeah.
Which is the same with me with Dimitri versus Envy because, it's 2 of my favorites going at each other.
I love Dimitri, so.
Yeah. Oh, no. Again, don't take away that I'm saying that, Schaefer versus Sky is going to suck because it's not.
I'm going to tell Sky I heard you say that his match is going to suck. That's the way I heard it.
He's watching already. You know that. Always watching.
Oh, he's always watching.
Yeah.
Sky, Remedy, they're always watching you. They don't like you. They're waiting, and they're writing down in little notes. Okay, Jay said this on that day at this time. Got it.
You
remember when you said this, motherfucker?
somehow Remedy likes me, so I've been okay so far.
Yeah, that's very crazy, actually.
Yeah.
I was really hoping, at our year-end awards, he gets you with the fire fist. That's what I was really hoping for. The OMG moment winner. He just comes out with a flaming fist and hits you with it.
Actually, that would be, yeah.
Yeah, you're like, I'll take that.
Hey, Sky tried to kill me last year. Let's see if we can get something better this year.
Yeah. So now you're saying Sky's not good enough to kill you again. You want something better. You used the word better.
Did I say?
Yeah, you said better.
Wasn't thinking. But then after that, we're also going to have the semifinals of the MPX Prospect Championship Tournament, in which we're going to see the Mad Prince versus Kari Wright, which we've talked about already. About
Reincarnation of excellence.
I don't care.
Oh my gosh. Why do you not care about their name?
Because it's civil disorder.
Cody Cox takes the time to say their names. You should
Cody
too.
Cox gets paid to do that.
Sir,
they start paying me to do this. I will make sure
we
every time.
get paid by being allowed to do this. We get paid. Oh, what's it called? What's it called? Exposure. We get paid in an exposure, right?
Well, then why do we max out at like 13 views, man? Come on.
Because we have a horrible marketing department.
Yeah, we do. I'm bad at it. Sorry. But it's like we talked about the Mad Prince versus Kari Wright
That
fight.
piss everyone off.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. That's the real
I was
reason.
say, it's like, you'd think that alone would be why people watch to see what shit is going to come out of his mouth this time. How's Jay going to fuck it up, and how is Kyle going to, just say the absolute wrong thing this time, But, yeah.
Hey, Bambi told me to never change, and I took that as a very good compliment.
Sure. Hey, you've got, the absolute support of Jason Silver.
When the highest in the room says don't change, you don't change.
But, yeah, Mad Prince, Kari Wright, we've talked about this a little bit, and with the addition of the knee injury, I am looking forward to see what kind of drama we're going to get out of this.
Yeah, like I said, I think having them go with that with Mad Prince is going to be great for the continuation of this whole tournament. Again, we have our opinions on where we're going with it. So like I said, I first of all, it's going to be a great match. Kari and Mad Prince, we've seen a little here and there. them together.
Mm-hmm.
Getting a full singles match, I think, is going to be very solid. Like you said, you're kind of anticipating maybe Exodus to help his tag team
I was
friend.
gonna say, we've seen the setup before. That's how it happened with Kari versus Xavier.
Well, yeah, that's true, but Matt Prince has a couple of friends.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got Sky. They are Excessive Madness.
Exactly.
So, and he's not. I don't think Sky is too fond of Exodus.
Seriously, I think that it's like the Mad Prince would be a great addition to XV. I would have said that Gabe did too, but then he had to go and ruin that. I mean, can you imagine the boys being part of excessive violence?
Like, again, the things you have to do to get into excessive violence, it's pretty rough. I don't know if they could pass the trials.
I mean, you saw what they did with the playground match. I mean, it's like that was not anything to laugh at.
No, and
Tommy
Rulers
still laughed at it.
Paw Patrol.
Uh-huh.
So never thought the Addicts would chant Paw Patrol. There's the Addicts shock me and amaze me every week, and sometimes not in a good way.
No, not all. But it's like that match. I'm definitely looking. I'm interested to see where that one's going to go. But the match that is really going to be fun, given how much they've set it up, is going to be Mikey B versus Gabe Wilder.
Yes, because again, this is, like I've said, this tournament I really do feel was for Gabe, for the Rugged. It's for him to finally break out and show the Addicts and you just who he really is.
Yeah,
and
but
he's
when
going
Mikey
to
slaps him down.
Sir, Mikey gets slapped.
Because
He does not slap anyone.
want it that way.
And a reviewer just left.
Yep.
We are now just talking to a camera with no one watching.
I'm used to that.
Well, we currently have 11 viewers,
You
so
should be very proud. I'm actually keeping things, and they're not coming out my mouth with that comment you just said.
For once.
See, you're pushing. I was just saying you're pushing me, and it's about to come back out. But no, this match is, I think, while they're going to be two very different matches. I feel Mad Prince and Kari, while yes, it could be very kind of just brawling type, it's not going to be.
Yeah.
This, I feel, is going to be brawling. I think we're going to see a different Mikey B than we have. I think he's going to have to be very violent against the Rugged, and I think that's what the Rugged's going to bring out.
Well, he's got to fight a
Mikey B.
Muppet. You have to take it a little harder to,
God
beat the
damn,
felt out of
sir.
her.
No. Just no. No, he is not Sesame Street. And Sesame Street aren't Muppets, are they? Aren't they puppets?
They're the Muppets.
Are they?
At Jim Henson Studios, yeah.
I understand they're Jim Henson, but they're different. I thought they were different.
No, they're Muppets.
Oh, okay.
Nerd history.
I was gonna say I don't know why we're arguing about this. No, like I said, this tournament I thought was made for Gabe from the start when he was announced, and he is, like I said, he is my pick to win. And this match I think is going to be very interesting. I think, like I said, we're going to see a different Mikey B. We're going to see, and he's going to have to be. I don't think it's going to be enough. I think while yes, he might be the most charismatic and creative one out of the two, that's not going to matter when you're in the ring.
No.
I mean, so would you get scratched?
Yeah.
Pretty bad.
Bleeding. Yeah. She's a psycho. I've said this.
Pussy made you bleed?
Really?
Isn't it supposed to be the other way around?
Really? Really? Really?
Yeah, I'm not talking. I'm not talking. I'm done for the night.
Don't. So yeah, Mikey versus Gabe is going to be.
Have we been kicked off
match.
YouTube yet?
I don't know.
No, we haven't.
But on top of that,
Jesus.
we're gonna have whatever Kirby's gonna have to deal with that.
Whoever Exodus's hitman is, or trial, or labor, as AEW calls, or whatever it is. It's going to be interesting to see of all MPX roster people, is there not a better hero than Mr. Mayhem to go after the Prime title?
Well, I don't know. Casey's going to be there, and he considers himself to be the MPX.
Well, he is MPX hero, but he's a little busy at Purple Rain, so
Yeah,
he's
but
not.
this
You know,
isn't Purple Rain. This is Lightning. So what's he going to do?
so what? You think Casey's going to have 2 matches of Purple Rain? I mean, if anyone could do it, it probably could be.
Yeah, I was going to
Casey
say,
Clay,
like,
but
that would 100% be him.
I mean, I don't. It's the last man standing. I don't. He'll want to do anything else other than that.
Probably not. No, got to conserve that energy. But yeah, it was like and Exodus is going to be there himself, as is Dave Sagan, and we don't know what he's
The living legend, sir.
the fucking living legend.
Oh, there you
if
go.
You're gonna do it right.
There you go. Finally.
It's like either do it right or don't do it at all. But
you know, woo, 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 right?
No, that's the wrong character. He's a champion elsewhere now.
Yeah, he's the deathmatch king, sir.
Oh fuck yeah! But it's like I'm really interested to see what's going to go on with that, because it's like I think Kirby's got it in him to push through, and like I said, we've seen it before, in which you have these heroes of MPX go on these long losing streaks and everything like that, and then when they come to realize that it's now or never.
Well, and we've also seen Kirby go against Exodus, and it has not worked out well for Kirby in the past. Yeah. So
that's true.
We'll see. Like I said,
I don't know. Maybe whoever wins the Prospect Championship will cash it in on Exodus.
Yeah, they could do that. I wouldn't cash in on the Prime title, not with how hot Prime is right now.
Yeah, maybe.
Greg Birchfield says, "Pet the dog, Kyle."
You see what you started. Thank you.
I am not sorry.
I'm excessively petting the dog now. It's XP here in this house. Don't.
We are
nerds.
So that makes sense. But yeah. But we've also gotten some match announcements for Purple Rain as to what's going to happen.
We actually have a lot of match announcements.
Yeah. It's like we already talked about, Dave Sagan, Tatum Manning in a Red Rain match. Loser leaves MPX.
Yes. Which, addicts, win or lose, whoever it is, we obviously have to do na. We have to do it, no matter who it is, even if the Golden Goose loses.
I don't think he's so much the Golden Goose anymore. I mean, seriously.
Oh, that's true. Mikey
that
B
section isn't quite as loud for him as they used to be. Have you noticed that?
Oh, I've noticed, but every time I say it, they all get pissed at me, so I stopped saying it.
Well, they're already pissed at me, so I don't.
Yeah, and in the end, I don't really care. So, but no, it's Lugo's still very loud for Tatum.
Yeah, true, but he actually has to be there to do that. So.
And I still don't. Apparently, I said I missed him. I didn't remember that, but okay.
You did.
Well, he is one of the few addicts I like, so I guess it makes sense. But yeah,
that's okay. Apparently, we're threatening Lugo's life now.
We did.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the chop bet.
Uh-huh.
Which that's gonna be. Yeah, I'm sorry, Lugo. I do think you're gonna lose. It's gonna be close. So I think the chop differential, as they went with the wins, it's not gonna be that much different. It's still only gonna be 2 or 3 within each other. But he's gonna hurt. Again, in no particular order. I think Baby D should be considered.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get Kirby's. Well, I mean, it's gonna be on my show, so it's true. I mean,
you literally threw your own show line at Kirby.
Well,
do you know what
if we're gonna happen during MPX, during the actual,
and next week we go to set up, and this is where Kirby's like, "Get the fuck out of my building."
Yeah,
yes, sir. Understood. Thanks, Jay.
We can still set up outside.
No, watch it be like, Kyle. You can say, "Jay, get the fuck out."
Yeah. Wouldn't surprise me.
Can I borrow entree real quick?
But that's gonna be fun.
Yeah,
I love how Tommy was one of the first people to be suggested,
and I could easily see that.
Yeah,
Tommy came in. He's like, "Look, I want the best moonsault, the best chop, and the best lariat." He's up there with them.
He's working on it. It's like the top 2 we haven't seen in MPX in a long while. So
Yeah. So it's gonna be interesting, and then we going back to Purple Rain. The loser leaves. Red Rain.
Mm.
It's with the animosity and how personal this is. At first I was a little upset it was Red Rain, but then I was like, you know what? No, it has to be Red Rain.
Yeah, the animosity
it's
between these two.
The only thing that makes sense.
Yeah.
And it's we've had some great Red Rain matches in the past. I think knowing those two, they're going to try to exceed it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be amazing, and it's also we haven't really seen that side of Tatum.
No.
So it's
no,
going to
not
be
yet.
interesting
I
to
mean, we've
see.
seen that side of Dave.
Philly Dave has come out. The Ultraviolent Dave has come out.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be see what the mean streets of South Lake can produce. So,
Yeah. So
hey, you laughed. South Lake's pretty mean sometimes.
Well, no, I used to work there, so I understand. Trust me.
You've had lots of Karens yell at you then.
Oh yeah. Good Lord, it's like a extreme sport for them. But then we also have the Fatal 4 tag match for the tag titles, and it's pretty much what we were wanting. So
It is.
that?
Again, I like to draw the narrative that it doesn't make sense, but
I think
I'm still all for it.
It makes perfect sense to me.
And again, it's while we have things like Red Rain, we have the last man standing match. We have all these great violent matches. People need to not forget Fatal 4-Ways. There's really it's no DQ.
Yeah.
So it's, going to be, and you've got excessive violence. You got Parabellum, who likes to get violent.
Mm-hmm.
You've got Bane and Silver, who we know Silver.
Oh yeah.
Bane doesn't seem like the type that would shy away from violence.
I think the weapon would definitely be fine with violence.
I've seen Schaefer, be violent. I worry a little bit about Sebastian.
Sebastian
I worry. Honestly, I worry about Best Picture in general. They're going against three very violent tag teams.
I have a feeling they're going to be intelligent. They're going to stay out of it to where the other three teams wear themselves down, and then they just swoop in and get.
So
the
they're going to take the kill them all and let God sort them out type mentality. Okay. Yeah, well, that's
just let them destroy each other. It's Sun Tzu, man.
So now we're in the Art of War with Wesley Snipes.
I told you he's a genius. Genius. But I was
going to ask you, what movie is this going to be based off of?
It's the Three Kingdoms. Romancing the Three Kingdoms. Yeah. It's the Sebastian's like Cao Cao. He's gonna just let them destroy each other and then come in and take it all over afterward.
Yeah, could see that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of those things where I do kind of worry if Parabellum and excessive violence kind of cancel each other out, and then we just get Best Picture versus Immortal Savages. Yeah. So
that'd be interesting to see.
Yeah, it would be.
I mean, it's like what's really kind of interesting is like with the way things are set up, we really only have one face team in this group. Tommy's gone heel over this.
I wouldn't say he's gone heel per se, and Wes, we haven't heard or seen from Wes unless people love Wes. Wes has been one of the most loved MPX wrestlers ever.
Oh yes, because the Addicts have never loved a heel before.
Well, his name is Jason Silver, which again is in this match. So
exactly, again,
we have. It's going to be interesting. It's one of those where, and we say XV and Parabellum are going to pair off. Sky and Silver are always bound to each other by blood, either as a team or against each other. So,
and if this is by traditional Fatal 4-Way rules anyway, it's not an elimination.
No, it's not a Fatal 4-Way means one pinfall.
Even then, it could happen that Best Picture could even not lose, but still lose the titles.
It's very possible.
So we will see how that goes.
Yep.
But that's what we know about Purple Rain. We'll obviously be talking a hell of a lot more about it.
Jackson and Brixton.
Well, we already knew about that one. I was just talking the updates.
The finals of the Prospect.
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't know who's in that yet.
No. I have an idea. Gabe.
Gabe
will be there. Because it's Gabe.
Nah, it's going to be Mikey. It's going to be Mikey versus the Mad Prince, and it's going to be great.
Disagree on one of those.
But it's still going to be great, though.
Oh, yes. It will be great no matter what. But
yeah. But in addition to that, of course, this Sunday, Heart of Texas, Mega Brawl.
There you go.
I keep always like big name and big in fight. There's a big fight name. Not WrestleMania, no, obviously.
It's a big fight feel.
Yeah. Well, it's like the words are just synonyms for big fight. So Mega Brawl.
Yeah.
And, of course, we're going to see a whole bunch of the MPX guys there, and that's going to be really awesome.
And from what I hear, we're going to see a lot of addicts, too.
Yeah.
I mean, Jesus, Ernie goes somewhere, he brings 10 people with him anyway. So.
Yeah. And, of course, we'll be there. We'll probably do our thing like we usually do.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe not with a huge setup for YouTube. It'll can catch us on Facebook Live for that one, but we'll be there and we'll do our thing, and
Yep.
because honestly, I'm so looking forward to this. I really hope.
I was going to
it
say,
lives up to what
it's
I'm
a
hoping.
very rare occasion for you to get out of MPX, so.
Tell me about it. Considering the other show that we usually did is moved to Saturdays, and we're just like, why? I mean,
Because Saturdays are a good place for
yeah,
wrestling.
good. I can't deny that, but still, just. But we'll see how that goes, and hope to see you there, guys. Either way, thanks for watching, and good night.
See y'all Saturday.
Gods be with you, and mark out. Hit the button.
Love how every time it's "God be with you," mark out, hit the button. You can never just wait for it